嘿，大家好，我叫石老师。今天我们要学10个很有用的字。我们第一个字蛇，蛇。This character means tongue. It's pronounced like the beginning of shi with an kind of like in g. Sh, simply tongue. And we see this as a component to a lot of other characters. For instance, 火 火. This character means life or to live, because in order to keep living, we need to at least get 3 drops of water on our tongue. 火. Next, 是 是, pronounced exactly like to be. This character means appropriate, suitable, or fitting. We'll talk more about its usage in our sentences and grammar. 是. And lastly for this set, 甜 Tian. Tian sounds exactly like field, and its meaning is sweet. Sweet to the taste. Sugary. That piece that you see to the right actually means sweet or having sweetness. So it's literally when your tongue meets sweetness, something is sweet or sugary. Tian. Now our next 4 characters all have to do with air or flight. The first of which being 飞. Fei. This character literally means to fly. Of birds, of humans, of planes. Fei, to fly. Qi. Qi. Pronounced a lot like 7, but with a falling tone. This character means air or gas. Anything having to do with the air. Qi. Now when we add 三点水, we still have qi. However, the meaning is vapor or steam, so the air that carries water. Qi. And lastly for the set, bung, bung. This character means wind or style, because our styles kind of change with the flow of the wind. Bung. Now our last 2 characters for today, k. K, like g with a k sound. K. This character means guest. It's also used frequently to refer to things having to do with politeness, because if you're being polite, then you have the air of a guest, for instance. Note that what we have actually here is a roof, and then we have every under the roof, because everyone in your house or under your roof is a guest. K. Lastly, pin. Pin. This character means product. Pin. What is the thing that all 3 mouths come by to see, or everyone, I guess you could say, comes by to see or try? Well, it's a new product. Pin. That is all for our characters. 我们今天第一个词，舌头. The tongue head refers to your tongue. The actual part of the tongue that you taste with, speak with, etc. We consider your tongue to go pretty far back. So 舌头, the tongue. 生活, to give birth to life. Every second that you're living, you are breathing and giving birth to more and more life. By virtue of your interactions, the fact that you're actually living, 生活 is the verb for to live or to exist. 合适, to join or come together, and appropriate. So if something joins appropriateness, it is acceptable or appropriate. This is an adjective. And 合适 is different from our next word. 适合. 适合 has the same essential meaning but is a verb. So you can 适合 something. 这个东西适合我. This thing is suitable to me. 甜食 Sweet foods, sweet foods. Very simple. This refers to things that are actual foods. Could be something like cake, other more full type foods. And this is different from our next one, 甜品, which is like sweet snacks, sweet little articles of stuff. So like cookies, for instance. 甜品, 飞机. The flying machine is, of course, a plane. 飞机起飞. So to rise up into flight means to take flight or to take off. This could be used of 飞机, 鸟, or anything else that has wings and flies. 起飞. 天气. The day's air means weather. So the air of the day. Weather. 天气. 生气. To give birth to air is to be angry about something. Now, this one is used a little bit weird. We'll see it more in the grammar and sentences, but essentially, you cannot 生气 someone. You can be 很生气, and you can 生 someone's 的气. Again, we'll talk more about this in our grammar and sentences. 生气, to be angry. 汽车. So the steam cart or steam car is a motor vehicle. 汽车, car. 客气. Having the air of a guest. This means to be polite, to treat someone as though you are their guest, and to show the proper respect due. 客气. 客人. The guest person is, of course, simply a guest. 客人. And lastly, 风格. So the air and style, wind and style rather, this word means a person's individual style or preference. This could refer to clothing, hair, the manner with which they speak, any number of things. Style. 风格. That is all for our words. For today's grammar and sentences, we will be talking about the difference between 适合, to be suitable to as a verb, and 合适, the adjective for fitting or appropriate. So, 合适, the adjective for something being fitting or appropriate, and 适合, the verb for something being fitting or appropriate. Now, these probably sound like a nuance on each other, and the meanings are fairly similar. However, the usages are fundamentally different. So let's take an example and look at some of these. We'll start with 适合. Now, there's one thing I want you to keep in mind as we're using this. When we say 适合, we're saying that one thing is fittable or suiting to another thing. So this might be an action is suitable to a certain time, or a certain time is suitable to a certain noun. Eating food is best for a certain time, etc. Let's look at some examples and make this more concrete. First, 早上不适合吃甜品，你吃正式一点的早饭吧。So the morning is not suitable to or not appropriate to eating sweet foods, eating sweet snacks to be precise. So how about you eat a more appropriate breakfast or a more normal breakfast, a more formal breakfast? 早上不适合吃甜品，你吃正式一点的早饭吧。Another example. 这个汽车的颜色真的适合我吗？ Is this car's color really appropriate to me? So here we have the exact same thing. We have the color of the car being appropriate to the person, a noun appropriate to a noun. The theme is the exact same. Something must be appropriate to something else. You're using a verb here, drawing a direct relationship between the two. Our last example. 现在天气太差了，不适合让飞机起飞。Right now, the weather is too terrible. It's too bad. It is not appropriate to let this plane take off or to let this plane go into flight. So here we have again the same theme. The weather is terrible. In fact, the weather is not appropriate to letting the plane take off. 适合 is always used in this exact way. Thing A is or is not 适合 to thing B. Very simple. Read that one more time. 现在天气太差了，不适合让飞机起飞。Now, our next set of examples all use 合适, and you'll see that 合适 is far more simple to use. It functions as an adjective, so it'll often just come after 很. It can be used in comparative statements to say this is more appropriate than that. It functions just like an adjective, as we know. So let's look at some examples. 因为这两个人很漂亮 or 都很漂亮，所以在一起很合适. Because these two people are both so beautiful or so pretty, therefore they're suitable to be together. Or therefore, them being together is fitting or makes sense. They're a good match. 合适 functions in this way, goes right after something like 很 and just serves as a simple adjective. So one more time. 因为这两个人都很漂亮，所以在一起很合适. Another example. 你这样生大家的气，真不合适. So you, in this way, like this, getting mad at everyone is not appropriate. It's really not appropriate. It's not fitting. It's unbecoming. So some things to take note of here first. 这样,生,这样 before a verb is saying in this way or like this, in this kind of method or style. And now 生大家的气. This means to get mad at 大家. This is the formal structure for saying to be mad at or to get mad at someone or something. You say 生, whatever the thing that you're mad at is, and then the 气. So you are giving birth to bad air around that person or around that thing if you're mad at them. And again, acting in this way, 真不合适 is really not appropriate. So one more time. 你这样生大家的气，真不合适. And our last example. 这个衣服的大小不合适，穿大一点的吧. So this clothing's size, or the size of this clothing, 大小, is really not appropriate. It's not fitting. It doesn't look right. So try a slightly bigger size. 吧. Being polite, saying that this clothing is way too small for you. Maybe you're trying to flatter yourself too much. Go up a size. It's okay. So again, 不合适, unfitting, not appropriate. One more time on the pronunciations. 这个衣服的大小不合适，你穿大一点的吧. So 适合, to recap, verb. You have a thing before 适合 and then the thing after, saying that this thing is or is not appropriate to the thing after. 合适, simple adjective. 很合适, 真合适, 不合适, fitting, suitable, appropriate, etc. That's all I have for you today, and I hope this has been a simple and clear explanation into how to use talking about appropriateness using 合适 and 适合. That's all we have for today. 大家 follow up on your video one more time, and I will see you in class. For now, as always, 加油